How you guys doing, officials around the world, community members around the world in the Oakland Bay Area? I'm Mr. Smooth. You guys know me as Ken Thomas. I'm with a special guest, George Henderson of Bushrod. So the first question I want to ask you, George, what are your roles at the Bushrod Recreation?
My role here at the Bushrod Recreation Center is I am the center director, and what that entails is I'm overseeing the programs that we offer in the center to young people and adults, as well as the programs that are offered to the greater community and partnerships.
Okay, so you have programs within the recreation department. What are some of the programs that you do offer to the youth and young adults?
So our daily programs are after school program where we're servicing elementary age kids from North and West Oakland, primarily coming from Sankofa Elementary and Peralta Elementary School. We also have daily adult programs for basketball and tennis that are heavily attractive on a daily basis.
So what are some of your experience, some of your most amazing memories that you have working with the youth? Something that stands out, maybe a particular person, a particular group, or
I think the most amazing memory I have is just the impact of seeing young people grow, develop, becoming engaged community members as well as parents and being responsible adults.
so I remember going through the youth in my day. You see a lot of the familiar faces as you move on from elementary school to high school. Then you eventually come back. Have you been here long enough where you've seen maybe like a generation of kids, go through the whole program, then as young adults come back and visit the community?
So I haven't been here long enough to actually see what we would consider a generation. I have been raised in Oakland. This is my third summer, my second year here at Bushrod. What I do know is in my short time here, the history and meeting the people that have either been raised here, gone away to school, gone away to work, moved somewhere else, they come back and visit, as well as watching young people and young adults that are in the process now of either finishing school, completing a trade, and at the same time they're coming back and supporting the community center, either in volunteer or just being a pillar around the park.
That's good. So you told me you were in Bushrod for 2 years. In those 2 years, I know it was a big change in Bushrod with the basketball courts, even the black tops out here. I see the logos, the Chase, the Under Armour. How did that all happen?
Um, the Curry Family Foundation actually approached me about revamping the basketball courts inside and outside. Um, and we ran into a couple of roadblocks just in the process, so we weren't able to do it as the Curry family, which is where you see Chase and Under Armour that had to come in and become basically partners in that. And because of the Curry family and Steph already having a partnership with Under Armour, there was a natural uh, coming together with those two entities in order to make uh, the gym refurbishment slash remodel come to be, and then still at the same time coming and looking at the outdoor courts and being able to improve and upgrade our outdoor courts where it's now getting more activity than the indoor court.
Is it getting more
It
activity than the
does.
indoor court?
It does because the community doesn't feel that they have to go through anybody to come to the outdoor court. These courts are open 24 hours a day, so they just come on out.
Okay.
Sunday, the weekends, and it's really good to see people from all areas of Oakland now coming to our Bushrod outdoor courts.
Okay, so this is actually the first time I've actually seen the outdoor courts, and they look pretty nice. They got brand new hoops. They got the courts well lined and everything, but the inside court, it's got the Steph Curry murals. It's got a bunch of positive messages on the wall. What what impact does having that the youth see, that the parents see, a place like Bushrod uplifting and maintaining and remolishing their courts to make it better for them to come enjoy a basketball game? What kind of impact does that whole project leave on the youth and the community at large?
What I think it really kind of drives into our spirit is a thought of hope, a positive change. At the same time, you see an individual, organization that has come and said, let's partner. And then when you watch parents as they're watching their children or their family members play on the basketball court, it's always wonderful to see them like streaming the mural. They're looking at like the positive affirmations that are up on the wall. And as you see that every day, the hope is that those positive messages become entrenched and ingrained in our daily habits. And I think that's what really the court refurbishment, the improvement to the park as a whole, with those two investments coming, it's building community, it's improving hope, it's inspiring young people, it's inspiring old people. And I use this thing that it's helping the children, and everyone is someone's child, regardless to how old they are.
That's good. You said partnering and investing. And one of the our brand Tailor Made Officials that you partner with, and we're investing in the community. We actually had a training through the Bushrod where we had high schoolers come out and try to learn the craft of officiating. What from that relationship, from that partnering, from that investing, how can that benefit the community at large from your perspective?
From my perspective, what it's doing is opening up an avenue of sustainability to those young high school students that they may not have even knew was a possibility for them. Um, Officiating is a wonderful trade because you're learning some life skills that you can take: how to communicate, how you're consistent, how you become dependable. And that's what I enjoyed, that when TaylorMade brought the idea of creating a training program for young people right here in the community, how could you not support that? Because that's what our community centers are about: investing, inspiring, and creating those positive experiences.
So, from those positive experiences, what can the people of the community look forward to from Bushrod, from Tailor Made Officials, from the community partnering with each other and investing in each other? What are some of the goals you want to accomplish going forward?
So our last officiating session was our inaugural, our first time. So the goal is to have that happen throughout the year, which will allow different students the ability to come in and not just train for basketball, but also get into football and the other sports that will allow an expansion there. In addition, it's also allowing our young people an employable skill set that they can learn and take throughout life, that will boost and continue to boost the Bushrod community as a whole. Because once again, what we're doing is creating and molding young, responsible, and engaged individuals.
So, with that said, where can the viewers at home, where can they find information about Bushrod, all these programs that you have for them that they can get involved with? Where can they find you guys?
So our website is www.oaklandnet.com. That's the City of Oakland's website, and we are under Park and Recreation and Youth Development, Bushrod Rec Center.
So, for you viewers at home, if you look at the description links. I will put those up there, so it'll be real easy to find the Bushrod, all the information that they have, all their programs. So with that said, George, it was great talking to you. I look forward to working with you in the future and making our community the best it could possibly be.
Thank you, Mr. Smooth.